Hello loves, welcome back to another video. So this video will be the last video of the fitness series. I'm so excited to share this leg day with you guys. I've not filmed in the gym in literally way over a year and a half, so I'm super excited for this video. I'm in the bathroom right now. I'm about to drink my pre-workout and kind of get going until about 11:30 at night. So I'm very, very excited to do this workout for you though and show you guys kind of what training style I've been doing. So I'm gonna kind of go through each exercise, kind of tell you what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and Nash is gonna actually film that part, but I wanted to kind of do the intro in the bathroom just because I feel like I'm a little nervous to film out there. You know how you guys are like when you haven't done it for a while, because like not everybody knows that I do YouTube. So when I get out there with a camera, people are gonna start asking me questions and kind of probably making me a little like anxious and a little nervous because it's a little nerve-wracking. So I'm going to drink the rest of this pre-workout and then we're gonna hop in the sauna for a bit and just kind of warm up for a little bit, and then we're gonna go outside. And I have to show you guys the new sauna. This new gym that I'm going to is literally absolutely gorgeous. Like literally it's beautiful. So I'm gonna have to show you the sauna for sure. So before we hit this sauna, this is the fit that I'm wearing. This is this cute little Vanquish top. I feel like it shows off the arms really well. It's super crop. And then these are the Alphalete leggings. I will put the link below for you guys so that you all can check these out if you want to. I absolutely love these pants. They have a really good compression band. I also have a try on haul and review with these leggings in there, so you guys can go look at them and I will link that below for you as well. But these are really like compressed, but like also like a very stretchy material. I don't know how to explain it. Kind of got this red thing going on down the side here, and then you know they've got the Alphalete logo on the back. But it's just like this whole material, it's like coarse and thick, but it's like elastic. I don't know, I really like these leggings. I like how they feel on me. They glide on pretty well. And I just really like them, especially for leg day. They stay up. Like I pull them a little bit just because I just feel like, you know, if you got some hips or butt, you just be tugging because it's just force of habit. But they do stay up pretty well. And I like that they're high-waisted, but they don't cover my belly button, because like sometimes I feel like the high-waisted stuff be like coming all the way up here and I'm like, okay, that's really high. And they don't give me a camel toe. Love that. So I'm gonna show you guys this sauna. Like it's so neat. So we're just gonna kind of sit in here for a little bit. Put this hair up in a second because it's hot in here. I mean, sometimes I'll be getting in the sauna and it be roasted, and sometimes I get in here and it's not even hot at all. So gonna chill in here. I normally sauna for about 5 minutes just to kind of warm up. The only time I don't sauna is if I do 5 minutes warm up on the cardio machine. And that's just, like I said, just to keep my blood pumping and flowing. And then I have like a little pre-lower body burnout that I kind of do to warm up as well right after I get out of the sauna. So I will show you guys that too and kind of let you know what I'm doing with that. But this is an everyday staple in my training right now. So I wanted to make sure I show it to you and just show you how nice this sauna is. Like it just looks so good in here. You like it? It's very fresh. Straight up smells like fresh wood in here. It's so nice. Okay guys, so first I'm gonna show you guys what I kind of do to just kind of pre-exhaust the glutes before we start. Today we're gonna be doing a glute and ham focused leg day with just a hint of quads. And I kind of just put this workout together in my head earlier and kind of wanted to show you all what I would personally do if I was putting together a workout day. I know that I told you guys that I was working with a coach now, and I just don't really want to share those workouts because I feel like that's just kind of disrespectful to her. You know, she tailored it for me, I paid her, and I just feel like I just want to show you guys something I would do. But I'm gonna do a little warm-up set of clamshells, sidewalks, and kickbacks, just like I said, just to pre-exhaust the glutes and kind of just feel the burn there. And I'm gonna show you guys, and I'm gonna do 3 total rounds of it. And then we're gonna start with the actual workouts. Normally, I would use a actual glute band for these just because I feel like you feel the burn a little bit more. But since we're in here so late, they actually put up the band equipment because, you know, people be sticky fingers, be taking stuff. So I recommend that if you have a glute band, please do it. I mean, this will also work even if you don't have one, but you're definitely gonna feel the burn more and definitely get more out of your pre-exhaustion warm-up if you actually have a glute band. Did 3 total rounds and I'm already kind of feeling it. On those clamshells there, you notice that I kind of held right under my glute area as I was doing them. That's because I'm trying to make sure I'm doing mind muscle connection. So normally, I don't know if you guys have ever read up about it, but if you actually touch the muscle when you're trying to target it, it sends your brain to signal right to the muscle so that you kind of can just focus on it a little bit more. It's kind of like a sense of touch type of thing. You guys should definitely look into it. It's really important. I try to do it with a lot of my workouts. You can ask Nash. She's always looking at me being like, why are you poking yourself during working out? I'm like, just trying to. As you guys can see, also those clamshells were getting a little hard for me because you're trying to, like, you know, put your feet right together as you do them. So they really just only target your glute and less of your abductor area right through here, which is like your upper hip plus your glute. That's why it's always really good to use that band that I told you guys about, because it's just, it would have gave even more tension on the muscle throughout the warm up. But I'm very warmed up, very ready to go. My pre-workout's kicking in, as you guys can clearly hear. I'm like, so we're gonna get into the actual workouts, and I'm gonna start breathing and drink some water. So we just finished our warm up, guys. So now I'm going to start off with leg extensions. I really like to pre-exhaust the quads beforehand because y'all know that I like my legs big, and that's what we're trying to go for. As you guys are gonna see throughout this entire workout, most of this workout is just a lot of reps and a lot of workouts. My leg days are normally running about an hour to 45 minutes long. They are pretty long now, and honestly, I think there's even a few less exercises than I actually have in my program. So, but you guys are gonna notice there's a lot of reps and a lot of sets. So by the time you leave here, not only are you gonna be hungry, but you're going to feel like you can't walk. But that's kind of what I'm going for, trying to lean down a little bit, put on as much muscle as possible. That's really what I'm gonna go for. So when you get over here, you're already kind of, like I said, you pre-exhausted the glutes for the warm-up, and now we're just going to do like half the weight that we would normally do. So let's say that if you normally do leg extensions on 130, obviously we're gonna cut that in half, maybe a little bit less, and I'm gonna do 3 sets of 20. So I want you guys to notice that when I do these, you're gonna get comfortable. Obviously, you wanna make sure that everything is seated correctly. I've already fixed the seat and everything before I started filming for you guys. So I'm gonna put the weight on, let's do 50. If that's too heavy, like I said, just kind of test it out for yourself, because we're gonna be doing 4 sets of 20. And it's gonna get a little intense. About the second set, when you get to rep about 8, you're gonna wanna die. So at this point, if you gotta go a little lower than half, that's okay. You're just kind of pre-exhausting it for the rest of your heavier workouts. So whenever I come up, you wanna make sure that you keep your toes pointed up. When you do this right here, you're kind of flexing your entire leg and your calves, which is putting more pressure on your knees. This is already a very bad exercise on your knee anyways. So, you know, you just wanna be kind of careful with it. That's why I also don't really go too heavy, because as I'm getting older, I'm only 25, but my knees are starting to hurt. I cheered when I was younger, and all this bodybuilding is not good for the knees, okay, y'all? It's not good for the knees. So whenever we come up, keep your toes pointed and really squeeze those muscles. This is one that you definitely can put your fingers on and really feel them. I feel like these definitely work your outer quads, but this seems to be the main exercise that I feel works my inner quad as well. They burn so bad. So when I'm done with that exercise, I actually kind of stand up like I am, try to just like shake it out a little bit. I'm only doing 60-second rest. I actually use my phone. Since I'm filming this set for y'all, I'm telling you about it, but as soon as I come up, I put my timer on my phone for 60 seconds, and then I jump back in and do my next set. And that's because if you're scrolling through your phone and you're just kind of just scrolling away, 5 or 10 minutes goes by, and you're just kind of basically keeping yourself in the gym longer and ruining your workouts. So make sure that you guys keep those rests. If you have to take 90 seconds, sometimes I do, or heck, even 2 minutes, but just make sure that you're keeping your timed rest at a certain amount of time so that you're actually getting the most effective workout possible. Okay, so we just did our pre-exhaustion basically for our quads, and they're burning right now. So we're just gonna keep on rolling with that. So next we're going to be doing leg press. I'm gonna do close stance, and I'm gonna show you guys like actually like getting set up here. I'm not going to be doing crazy weight. I'm just kind of doing like, I would honestly say like half of what I normally do, just because I'm not feeling like going super heavy today, and I'm really just trying to focus on form and really burning out my muscles. So you're gonna put your feet, close stance, you're gonna have them about in the middle of the plate instead of like up higher. If you do it up higher, it's going to do more of your hamstrings and your glutes than your quads. So I like to keep it pretty just in the middle of the plate. And then I also like to maybe lay my hands right here so that when I come back, I feel them touch and then come back up. You don't ever want to lock your knees out when you're doing leg press. I'm sure that you guys have seen videos that are like horrid. It can also really, really hurt your knees. we just did leg extension, so there's already some pressure on the knees, and as I told you guys, the way that you fixate your foot when you're doing that exercise that I showed you also takes less pressure off of your knees and puts more pressure on your glutes, which is the muscle we're trying to target. So we're gonna do these, and then we're gonna superset, and I'm gonna show you guys that next. Okay, so directly after that, you're gonna superset. We're going to do Romanian deadlifts. And you guys are gonna notice I have 2 plates right here on the ground. So I'm gonna put my heel on each of these plates just to kind of, just put more target on the hamstrings and the glute, because that's what we're trying to target. And Romanian deadlifts literally means that you're just basically not gonna keep your legs straight, you're gonna do slight bending. And as you guys will see here, this is actually going to be like true glute engagement. We're not gonna squeeze at the top like you think. We're going to just constantly keep tension on the glutes. And honestly, by the 6th or 7th rep, you should really feel it in your glutes and your hamstrings pretty tightly, because you're keeping constant tension on them the entire time through the workout. And the reason I'm supersetting this with the leg press is because leg press, even though we are doing close stance to keep your quads focused, it is also an overall lower body targeting exercise. So we're just gonna go ahead and start bringing in glutes and hamstrings with the superset, so that we just kind of start overall burning out everything for the lower body. So I'm going to actually be using 20 pounds because I don't want to go too crazy heavy, because I don't have my wrist wraps. And depending on your grip strength and how weak your wrists are, how just pretty much your grip strength in general is, depends on how heavy you want to do these. So you're going to want to always squeeze your core, because that's the best thing to do, is engage so you keep your posture correct. And you're going to go down slowly. And you're gonna feel like you're leaning forward, because we want to make sure that you got plenty of your heel on these plates. So you're gonna go down slow, you're gonna come back up. You're gonna stand up straight, but as you guys notice, I'm not squeezing in my glutes here. I'm just going to go down, come back up. And as Nash goes around, you're gonna see the constant tension on the glutes for this. I want you guys to also notice that we're only going mid-shin. You don't want to go too far down, because you don't want to put any strain on the lower back. And you also want to make sure that you're not messing up your form, because whenever you're doing that exercise, if you're going to go too far, you can risk you're messing up your form, you can risk hurting your lower back, pulling a muscle or anything like that. You want to make sure that you're only coming mid-shin, so that the whole body basically doesn't reach more of a 90-degree angle, and you're bending out the pelvis area only. So when you start going farther, you start using more of your back, and you're not really like using your hip, am I saying that right? Pelvic hinging area, is that what it would be called? Y'all get the point, you know what I'm saying. Basically, your hips should go back, you should go straight forward. Actually, you probably shouldn't even look at the mirror. I know a lot of people do, but you want to keep your spine aligned. So when you're going forward, look down, see how my back is straight, I've got my core tightened, I feel it in my hamstrings, I feel it in my glutes, and my hands are about right here. So this is exactly the motion that you should do. Come back up, and I can literally just feel the engagement in my glutes. But like I said, I'm not squeezing forward. I want to just keep them under tension. We're trying to keep them under tension the entire time, and I think a lot of people think that squeezing glutes are how you build them. Squeezing does build a certain part of the glute, but keeping that constant engagement is going to keep your gluteus maximus minus, what's the middle one called? You remember? Is it maximus? Is that the one? Okay. Either way, there's 3 muscles in the glutes, and it's gonna keep constant tension on every single one of them, especially this middle region right here. Comment below and tell me what that name is, because I'm not focusing on it right now. Okay, so we just finished that superset. Now that, you know, like I said, we're really flowing at this point. This is about the middle of the workout. So next I'm going to actually do this linear hack squat. This is actually my favorite hack squat machine. I don't know why, but the other one that has the pads, which looks a lot like this machine back here, but this is actually called a V-squat. I really feel like it kind of feels the same way as the hack squat machine. And just I feel like it puts really a lot of pressure on my shoulders, which is increasing me to like kind of, you know, shrug, which puts pressure on the spine, which is not good. So I like to put about 45 on each side of this, just because, like I said, where it is, like the way the seat is, I feel like if you don't really focus on using your legs, it will put pressure on your lower back. And when you guys are using machines, I feel like you really need to be careful with how you position yourself on the machine, because just because it's a machine doesn't mean that it's gonna make sure your form is correct. So I'm gonna put my legs up here, and I'm going to do a wide stance, because now we're really trying to focus on glutes for these. Obviously, this is an entire lower body workout, the same way the leg press is. All of these, you gotta hold your core to engage it, and then you use your legs. So pretty much it's overall lower body, but we're gonna do a wide stance so that we target the hamstrings and the glutes more. So you're gonna come up, kind of fixate yourself right here, but you know, like I said, just be careful and really make sure you're using your legs and not pushing with your back or like your upper glutes. Like, don't do that. I'm gonna pull this in. I actually like to keep my hands right here on these handles so that I really make sure that I keep in form. So I'm squeezing my core as hard as I can, and then we're gonna just go all the way down. And actually, you hear me hit the bottom there, just as low as I can go. Okay, so next, this is actually my favorite exercise, I think, for quads lately. Like, I just really like it. We're gonna be doing close stance goblet squats. And I know that these look a little funny. Honestly, you kind of look like a ballerina when you go down, but they not only like really show off your quads, like you can actually see them working, but this is also an overall lower body exercise. You feel this in your glutes and your hamstrings, but it's definitely quad focused for sure. But since it is basically a triple threat, I'm going to definitely do this as my fourth or fifth exercise. So normally I either do it in the very beginning or in the very middle, just to kind of really get that burn that I'm going for still. So you're gonna put your heels on the plate. You only have one plate this time, not two. And you're gonna kind of stand, honestly, like you're gonna plie. Is that how they do it? Plie. Okay. So I only grabbed 20 pounds because, like I said, you don't want to go too heavy, because this is also something that you don't want to really bend over for. So you're gonna hold this right here at your chest. I like to keep my hands out because I don't really want to put any grip here. I just like to hold it like this, so as you guys can see, my thumbs are right here. And you're literally just gonna go all the way down. You're gonna come back up. So you guys see that quad flex right there? Just go all the way down, back up. Notice my shoulders never move. We're not leaning in, we're not leaning back. We're just holding it in the same position the whole time. Really squeezing those quads when you guys are coming up, so that you guys really are getting that mind-muscle connection like I keep talking about. Okay, so this machine I just told you guys about, which is the V-squat. As you guys can see, I only have 25 pounds on each side, so I'm going very locked. This is actually my last, basically like a squat exercise for today. So I'm just gonna go really light, we're gonna go really slow and really focus on form. Like I just told you guys, I really don't like machines that put a lot of pressure on your shoulders. I don't know, I just feel like it puts just, I don't know, a lot of pressure I feel like on my back. That's just a personal preference, but I'm also gonna try to do wide stance for these as well. So you come up, and like I said, I'm just gonna go down really slow and come back up. Last two exercises I'm going to do is the hip adduction and the hip abduction machines. And actually this one I'm going to let you guys know you need to be very careful, because I have almost strained my groin muscle before doing this. So you really want to make sure that you do a weight that you can handle, and make sure that whenever you put your legs behind the pads, that you don't spread your legs so far apart that when you're pressing in, it's just causing way too much strain. Like, you obviously should feel some tension, but you shouldn't feel like you're in pain. And like I said, I have almost hurt myself before. So you're gonna adjust the weight. I'm gonna probably put it on like 65, something like that, because that's pretty average. I could go a little heavier, but like I said, we're at the end here. I'm a little wore out, so I'm just gonna bring it all the way in. And then put your legs there. Don't try to open it and then do it, because it just doesn't work out. So you're gonna go, like I said, just far enough to where, like I said, you feel some tension on your muscle, but you don't want to, like I said, do it to where it hurts. And then make sure you got your feet fixated to where it's on the pad correctly and you're not pointing your toes up, because I am very bad for making sure that my feet are pointed the way they're supposed to be. And then I'm just going to do 4 sets of this, and I'm going to keep this on the same weight the entire time. I'm not going to increase it or decrease it, as I'm going to on the abductor machine, which you guys will see in a second. So this is actually my favorite way to end my glute days. I just feel like it really burns my glutes out, and after I get done, I'm completely toasted and can't work out anymore. We're going to be doing 4 sets of 50. So this is going to be a pyramid exercise, and like I said, instead of increasing the weight like most people normally do, since this is the finisher of our workout, we're going to just decrease weight each time. And like I said, when you hit about 30 reps, you're going to be completely burnt out, and 4 sets of this is going to literally kill you. So be prepared. So I like to start on 100. Normally I can do heavier on this machine, but when I'm doing this many reps, it's hard to really go that much heavier. So I'm just going to do sets of 10, and then every 10 I'm going to decrease the weight until I reach 50 reps. So I'm also going to be decreasing the weight, and I want to keep it on 10. So I'm going to go from 100, I'm going to go to 90. You might as well go ahead and wait a second before you try to stand up, because if not, you might fall, because that's literally how much it hurts. Especially if you don't do these often. I do them at least probably twice a week, and I train lower body 3 times. Well, I try to. So, but it's a great finisher. So, hope that you guys enjoyed the workout. If you followed along with me, that's awesome. Please let me know below what you liked or what you didn't like, maybe what you'd like to see me try. I'm definitely going to be getting my camera in the gym more, especially now that, like I said, I just feel better about myself and eating's good and all that good stuff. So if you guys enjoyed it, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. Always turn on post notifications up here so that you don't miss the video every Wednesday. I love you guys so much. Please subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, loves. You have to come over here so I can, thanks. Literally looks like you could cook an egg with the grease in my hair, but I'm not one of those bitches that get ready before the gym. Like, I'm just not. I sweat a lot. I've had acne, so it's just like I am coming in here ratchet because we're about to get sweaty anyways.